Hi everybody, here to talk about Susan Pinker's TED Talk. And I'm sure we all took pause with her comments about the social isolation due to infectious disease, and then also how social isolation is one of our she calls the public health risk of our time. Of course, that was in 2017, and none of us, as close as 4 months ago, had any idea that we would be socially isolated the way that we are today. And also the fact that now social media is actually our saving grace. So I was also struck at the end, by the end of the TED Talk, where the moderator asked her about the validity of a social connection over the internet. And one of the comments that she made was about making eye contact, and I do think that that helps. But I think in the long run that probably as connected as we can be over social media, and we're proving that now as we adapt to our current situation, that it just never will fully replace our personal, intimate interactions with one another. So in regard to the content, I think that I knew about the Italian community and the longevity, but I hadn't heard of the term the blue zone. I did a little additional research, and I found another TED Talk by Dan Buettner regarding the blue zone, and he's one of the researchers with National Geographic who has done a lot of studies with the blue zones. So I'll attach that in my discussion forum so that you guys can take a look at it if you're interested. It was a nice compliment to Susan's TED Talk. So I love the characters that she introduced us to, the happy-go-lucky Giuseppe and the grumpy Giovanni, and her comment about, just having a positive attitude is not the answer. It's not the predictor. But I think that she was really intentional in choosing Giovanni as one of her subjects, and his niece, who referred to him as her treasure, and just in order to demonstrate that true love and selfless care was ingrained in them as a culture, and how much they value one another is just a beautiful thing to witness. So her point about the top predictors for longevity are close relationships and social integration, and I appreciate both of those. Trying to, maintain that myself with our social circles and our family. And I also feel like there is a lot to be said for saying hi to people that you meet on a walk, or chatting with the guy who's pumping your gas. It's always been kind of a natural thing for me, but now I think I'll be even more in tune to the value of it. And so on a personal note, I grew up in an Italian family, and so we did in fact have big Italian meals every Sunday. We went to our grandparents' house. We had homemade pasta and all the fixings, and every generation, and the dinners were loud and lively, as you might expect, and truly the culture does revolve a lot around food and gathering, and I'm very thankful that that was part of my upbringing. So to close, I think that I am personally thankful that we're staying in touch through technology during the pandemic. I think that we have adapted very well to this. I think that we're seeing new and creative ways of using social media to stay connected, to get our messages out, to help people. We definitely have personal testimony to that. I hope that in the end, that we will, I'm sure that we will change the way we use social media. We'll probably use it more, perhaps through health. I've had a telehealth appointment. I can see where healthcare might go more in that direction. Insurance companies would probably support that. That's a whole different conversation. But anyway, we already shop a ton online, but now I bet we'll do it more. There'll be more takeout. But I think that the really crucial thing will be for us to recognize what we're missing right now, and kind of in terms of like, you don't know what you have until it's gone. And I hope that we really take that to heart, and that in these times we will recognize what we're missing, and that will help us be more intentional after the pandemic, when the restrictions are lifted and we can get back together, that we will really truly appreciate our face-to-face time, our going out to coffee, our having friends over for dinner, our gatherings large and small, that they really will be, even more and more important and special to us. So thank you.